We got some wine. I'm Mac&Chan, 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 Mac&Chan. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Mac&Chan channel.
Today we're gonna be making
hot wings.
No, we're not. It's honey hot wings.
Honey hot wings.
We're just gonna jump right into the video. Like literally, we're just gonna show you guys the ingredients that we're using. And then we're probably just gonna do a voiceover for the rest of the video.
So I hope you enjoy.
Okay, so while Malcolm's washing the chicken, I'm just gonna show you guys what we'll be using to season the chicken. We're gonna be using this. Gonna be using some onion powder and some seasoning. So I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use yet, but we got this one, the Morton's, and we also have this one, the Lorry's. So I don't know which one I'm gonna be using yet. We're also gonna need some mustard. Yes, mustard. We're gonna need some hot sauce. We use Red Hot. And some honey. And also some butter. But right now he's just washing chicken off, and then yeah. You guys can season your chicken however you like. Of course, like everybody season their chicken differently. With this particular chicken, the honey hot chicken, you don't have to season it too much because we're putting sauce on it. So it's really just all up to your taste buds and what you like. But this is everything that we're using. So right here, we're just adding in the oil to the pot and turning the stove to about medium high. And then right here, I'm just wiping down the chicken with some paper towel just to get it dry so that the seasoning will stick.
So now we're seasoning the chicken with Nature's. After that, we're going to use onion powder. It's not onion powder. So now we're adding Lorry's seasoning salt. So it really depends on how you prefer your chicken to taste. It really doesn't matter what you use, but this is what we prefer.
And it may look like we're using a lot of seasoning, but really we're not. Like I said in the beginning, with this chicken, since we're putting on sauce, you don't really need to put a lot of seasoning. But I mean, like from looking at the chicken, if you feel like you need more seasoning, just add more seasoning. And if you feel like you don't need as much seasoning as we're using, you don't have to add that much seasoning. But you just want to make sure you use your hands to mix it all up.
Now we're going to add mustard to it. This is something we saw on YouTube previously.
Yeah, when I saw somebody doing this like with their chicken, I was like, what? Mustard? And then we tried it, and it actually helps make the chicken really, really crispy. So you'll see that in a couple of clips later. But you just want to make sure. Oh yeah, this is optional. We added more seasoning after we put the mustard on. I don't know, I just feel like the mustard kind of like makes the seasoning slip away, so we just add more, but it's really optional, all up to what you want to do. And then you just want to make sure you mix it again.
Then you gotta make sure all the seasons are all mixed up. So just get ready, get your hands dirty, because it's gonna happen. Just wash them off as you go. Now we're adding the chicken actually in the flour and just mixing it all up. So now we're getting ready to put the chicken into the grease after we put it in the flour.
So just make sure your grease is hot before you put the chicken in, and you just dip them in. Make sure you don't overcrowd your pot, because you just want to make sure they all cook good.
A way to test your grease, you can flick water in it and it'll start sizzling. So that's the way you can tell it'll be hot or not.
And then once your chicken starts floating to the top like you see here, I personally like to stick holes in the chicken because I like to make sure that the chicken is cooked thoroughly and all throughout the chicken. So I poke holes in my chicken. It's really up to if you want to do that or not. But once it starts floating to the top, that's when I do that. Then woo, look at our chicken, nice and crispy, coming out that grease.
Look, now you have your chicken and it looks nice and golden. Some sauce, some honey.
Okay. Yeah. Would you eat that without sauce?
I eat it without sauce.
Yeah, yes, sir. Let me get a bite. Let me get a bite.
So make sure you try mustard on your chicken. It makes it really crispy. And just tell us in the comments how it is.
So right here, we're starting the sauce. You're gonna make sure you have your butter, your honey, and your hot sauce. We use a lot of butter. I suggest you use a lot of butter too. This is not a healthy meal. But the butter just pretty much just evens out the hot sauce and the honey.
Now we have hot sauce. We really didn't know how much hot sauce we wanted at first, so we just kept adding. It just depends on how spicy you want your chicken.
Yep, so you just keep adding your honey, your hot sauce, and you mix it all up. Make sure you get that butter mixed in. And really, this part is just all up to your taste buds. You want to keep adding and just keep tasting, because it's really just how spicy you want it, how sweet you want it. It's really just up to you. So just make sure you keep tasting it. You'll see me dip my finger in a spoon to taste it, and then he'll add more hot sauce because we feel like it needs to be more spicy. So like we said, it's just really all up to how you like it.
And definitely go around the ring of the pan. You can also pick the pan up and just like move it around so you can make sure that so you can make sure the sauce is nice and mixed.
And then that's how you know it's done. It gives that nice flowy motion.
So when that sauce starts to look nice and red, you just put it in the bag and you get ready to put the chicken in. And don't be afraid to just, shake the chicken up in the sauce as much as you can.
Yep, you want to make sure you get it nicely coated. Look at that nicely coated chicken. Yum. It looks so good, especially in slow motion. Like, look at that. Lovely. I'm gonna get a close up in a minute. Oh, look at that. It looks nice and glazed and just like smackable.
And it's about to be all gone.
Facts. I'm kind of ready to get into it.
Yeah, we couldn't help ourselves.
But it's really good.
It's real good.
If you guys decide to try this recipe, make sure you tag us and let us know how you like it.
And make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, because we love feedback.
Yes, we definitely have some more cooking videos coming soon, so stay tuned. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching.